Elmar Brok, a close ally of German Chancellor Angela Merkel, demanded the UK understands Brexit is not the centre of the world and cannot expect equal treatment. Mr Brok, a member of the European Parliament's Brexit steering group, insisted the UK will only be offered a Brexit deal on financial services if the country accepts regulatory conformity with Brussels. Germany is currently without a formal government, 4 months after the election, while Ms Merkel is locked in talks to form a grand coalition and save her job as Chancellor. However, Brexit has not featured in the three-party discussions. According to Mr Brok, Brexit is not part of the coalition talks. Mr Brok told Politico EBSSG Brexit News German MEP warns Brexit is not a big issue outside Britain. They believe that Brexit is the centre of the world, but it's not. Elmar Brok, business people in Germany tell us please, no cherry-picking. Brexit didn't play a role in the German election campaign. The Brits are concerned about it. They don't understand that it's not an issue for us. They believe that Brexit is the centre of the world, but it's not. Brexit Secretary David Davis said he hoped to strike a wide-ranging trade agreement with Brussels, which includes goods and services branded as Canada+++, but it was met with skepticism. The European Commission's chief negotiator Michel Barnier said financial services, which make up more than 80% of our economy, according to Chancellor Philip Hammond, would be excluded from any post-Brexit arrangement. Mr Brok echoed the Frenchman's sentiment, insisting no current EU trade deal involves financial services, however, was open to the possibility if the UK maintains tough EU standards in exchange for something close to the current access the country currently has. The German said Canada is the good solution, but on financial services, the UK must be clear that they can't have totally equal treatment as they have now, without keeping the standards of the EU on financial services. French President Emmanuel Macron said the UK would have to pay into the European Union's budget and accept Brussels laws if it wants to maintain access to the single market for Britain's financial services. Friday, December 8, 2017. Here is the 15-page Brexit deal in full, speaking alongside Theresa May after a summit with the Prime Minister. Mr Macron said it was not his job to punish or reward the UK, but said if Mrs May is happy to obey the EU's laws, then there is no reason why the UK cannot retain access for services. He said, I want to make sure that the single market is preserved because that is very much the heart of the EU. The choice is on the British side, not on my side. But there can be no differentiated access for financial services. If you want access to the single market, including financial services, be my guest. But it means that you need to contribute to the budget and acknowledge European jurisdiction. There will be no hypocrisy in this respect, otherwise it would not work. It would destroy the single market and its coherence.